Hi everyone, my name's Anna Marie. Welcome to this card making project. In this project we're going to make an Anna Griffin card that is using some of our older supplies and some of our newer ones and mixing it up a little bit. Everything I do use I shall put in a detailed list on my blog just in case I forget to mention as we go through things what I've used. So please be sure to check it out. Check the blog out and check the photos out as well because I always take extra photos. You can always share my projects and you can always comment on YouTube, but I can't get back to you on YouTube. But feel free to contact me through Facebook and I can reply to you there. And you can also direct message me as well on Facebook or through my blog, and on the blog you can actually, sorry I was trying to think, on my blog you can actually contact me directly as well. So lots of ways. And let's make a card. So we're going to need a base. Now I'm using my favourite size 7 by 5 inches, and I know you're all like, oh, not again, but it's just so perfect. Now this is our 499th edition. Believe me, in the 500th edition we don't use a 7 by 5 card, so you might want to tune in for that, and there might be a few surprises. So look out for it. It's next up and I'm so excited about it and I hope you will be. So, okay, right. We're going off there, you know. So the die set we're going to use, this is one of Anna's older dies. It's a cut and emboss frame. You can tell it's older because I haven't even titled it up correctly. It's one of Anna's older frames and it's a cut and emboss. I always put it down as an ornate frame, but I think that's from a different set. But I think this, when you look at it and you think, oh, what am I going to do with that? Very versatile when you start looking into what you can use it for. So that's the die we're going to use. We're not using any other dies. We are using an embossing folder, and that's called Into the Vines from the Bird Cages and Branches set. So our base card is 7 by 5 inches. We're going to use our bone folder, as always, from the Anna Griffin tool set to make sure we've got that nice, crisp fold along the top because we want it to look professional when it's stood on the mantelpiece. And don't forget, I forgot to say this in the last episode, don't forget to use one of your handmade stamps, or if you haven't got one, just write your name on the back so that the person that you give your card to knows who's made it. And when they keep it in years to come, if the memory's like mine and they think, who made that? They can look on the back and they can see that, you know, the person who made it. Now the inside of this card is really simple, but there's a great technique. Now what I've done is I've taken a piece of ivory cardstock, I've cut it down smaller than the inside of the card. I've embossed it using the Into the Vines embossing folder from the Bird Cages and Branches collection. And then when I've embossed it, instead of flattening it, I've actually taken an ink pad, a pink ink pad, around the edge. And it was the pink ink pad from, it was a set of Anna stamps quite a long time ago. It was quite a chalky ink pad. It wasn't a solid pink colour. It was like a chalk pink, if that makes sense to some of you. And I've inked the inside, towards the inside with the pink, and then I've inked with a gold ink pad. And then I've heat embossed it. Can you see around the edge? I then took over my perfect medium and just patted it on to get some clear embossing powder so it would stick to it. Just to give it a different effect. You can see that little bit of a shine just coming through there. So it's only picked up in areas, but it looks kind of different. Now if we're touching our toes on mixed media a little bit here with this, if this isn't for you and you prefer very neat and tidy, you could just do the pink ink in without the gold ink and then use your clear perfect medium ink pad just to tap around the edge to be able to use the clear embossing powder just to give it, you know, just that little bit of something different. Now it is embossed, it's not going to affect the way the card closes or anything. I tend to normally keep the insides flat rather than having any raised areas, but I think we're venturing out a little bit for this one, just for the inside. So I'll stick that down nice and flat, and you can see it looks so pretty. And there's a nice area for you to write your message as well. Now I've stamped out 2 of the tags from the Anna Griffin Floral Tags and Sentiment stamp set. They just literally say, "With love for you." And I mean, this card, I think I'm kind of creating it with you in mind. So it's kind of like a thank you to you, a prequel, shall we say, to the 500th episode. And I wanted to make something directly for everybody that watches, just to sort of say, you know, thank you and you're my friend. You know, how nice is that? Now that's the inside of our card, and lots of room for your message. You've got your message "with love for you" on the top with the sentiments. And now we can go ahead and do the outside of our card, using our bone folder just to keep it nice and sharp along the edge. Now the base of this card is one of Anna's gold satin 7x5 layers. When you got the satin pack, they came with the 7x5 layers as well. Now I've embossed it and it's so crisp. This foil card just embosses so well. It's just like butter. It's so nice. So I've embossed it using the same embossing folder that I used for the centre, believe it or not. And I've got this on flat tape, and this is going to work as our card base. So we're going to pop that over our card to cover all of it, like so, and I can press that down. Next, I've got 2 ready-made rosettes from the Anna Griffin Rosette collection, and I'm going to take the tape away. I'm going to lay them upside down for now because I want to get them in the right position. So now at home, obviously, you'll be able to sit and tweak them, but I just kind of want to make sure that I get them positioned right. And I think they're roughly about right. I won't press them down yet. I've die cut the die that I showed you at the beginning, the Ornate frame, the cut and emboss frame, shall we say. And I've cut it out of gold metallic cardstock, not foil, just the metallic. And then I've actually drawn around the inside to make an inner section. You can see my pencil lines around the outside where I put the pencil in the actual little cutout pieces. And then I knew I had to cut bigger than that so it would cover, because I wanted an inner section. I've got 3D foam on the back of this, and I'm going to place this through the centre of our card. Now you can see why I wanted the rosettes positioning, because I wanted them poking out the sides of the frame. And now we can press everything down. Now if you use the rosettes and you use 3D foam, it's 3 layers of foam for the height of the actual depth of the rosette. But those are only the small pieces of foam, so you would have to just judge it with whatever foam that you're using, if that makes sense. Next I'm going to add the sentiment. Now the sentiment I'm using is from the Quotes and Flowers kit from Anna. And it says, "Precious and few are friends like you." Because, you know, you are all very precious to me and I wouldn't be here without you. So, simple really. I've put it on 3D foam and I'm going to put it across the centre of our frame like that. There we go. And I'm just going to tweak the rosettes a little bit. This is why I kind of said, you know, you don't maybe press them down too much. You want to get them in position. There we go. So now I can take some of the flowers I've chosen, and these again are from the Quotes and Flowers collection. I've taken 3 different flowers. I've removed the back from them being stickers, and I've got 3D foam just on the side because I'm going to just pop them over our sentiment, and the edge part that hangs over needs a 3D foam to keep it in line, shall we say, all the same depth. Again, I've taken the large flowers to go with the actual sentiment, because in the collection where you've got your sentiment and it's got the flowers on the edges, the flowers match in the actual kit and marry up really well with the sentiment. And then I've taken an extra flower just for the side there. There we go. Now I'm going to finish this with 2 bows that are going to go either side of the sentiment, just on the edge, just over the top of the rosettes. Press those down, and that is our card finished. And the inside works so well with the pattern of the Into the Vines just around the edge, with our gorgeous sentiments at the top to go with the outside, and it's just so pretty. The embossing and the rosettes all work so well, and I just wanted to say thank you, and you all mean so much to me. Please check my blog, and please look out for the extra photos of the card on the blog. Please feel free to share. Please give me the thumbs up. Lots of pleases here. Please give me the thumbs up. And I'd just like to say thank you so much for watching. And I shall see you for my 500th episode. So don't miss it. See you soon.